Alright guys, today I'm going to be doing a review of Steel Vengeance at Cedar Point. So, to get back to this thing, it's a hike, to say the least. But it's certainly worth it, because this thing probably is the greatest coaster in the world. So, we're going to go through the ride experience here, the theming. There really is no theming, like there's a few posters in the queue. But I do want to touch on the locker system. It's like pay for like your big items, and that's outside the ride. But there's a point in the queue line where Fast Pass meets where you have to put your stuff in a free locker. So that's good. You will go through metal detectors, so make sure to actually put your stuff in there. Um, yeah, but we're here to talk about the layout, because that's what makes Steel Vengeance Steel Vengeance. So you'll pull out of the station into like two little floater bunny hills. I didn't really expect much out of these, but they gave some floater, surprisingly. And then you'll go up this lift hill. It's not quite as loud as some people say, but it's still loud, and you'll get a great view from up here. And then you'll plummet down, the greatest first drop of all time, at least I think. I don't know, I haven't been on like Fury and some of those other first drops, but that I've been on at least, and probably the best in general, this first drop, because it's just straight ejector all the way down for like 5 seconds. Like, you're just plummeting, and like, this is extremely strong ejector. And it's only the fourth best moment on the ride, in my opinion, which just shows how crazy this ride is. And it's my fourth favorite moment on any coaster, so yeah. And then you'll come into my second favorite element on the ride. Well, before that's a little bunny hill, which doesn't really do much. Maybe a little floater, but it's not really that great. But you'll come up into the top hat, which feels like a El Toro Camelback, but even crazier. And that's not even considering the fact that you're turning unbanked while doing this. It's just insane. Like, that's the best way to put it. Like, there's no other like ejector moment stronger than this, like, in the world, probably, other than the element you're about to experience 2 seconds later, which is that famous Steel Vengeance Outer Bank. And this is my favorite element on any coaster. It's just so strong. Like, you're out of your seat for so long. It's just extremely strong, extremely sustained. And you're going like outward, so it's like diagonal kind of airtime as well. But like, I don't know, it's just so powerful. Like, the power on these first two hills are like undescribable. Like, you just have to like experience them yourselves to like feel like how strong they are. And then you go down into this like step up, and then you'll go into this inversion, which is really whippy. I love the whip on this thing. And then you'll then go into a I don't know, it's kind of like a wave turn thing, but I don't know. It wasn't as strong as some of the other wave turns on the ride, but it was still really good. Ejector for sure. And then you'll go into maybe the most underrated element on the ride, which is the like underflip kind of thing. Like, I don't know, that like inversion that like kind of doesn't look like an inversion. Like, I don't know. It's the inversion coming out of that like helix thing up there. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, it's so whippy. That's easily the most whippy inversion I've ever experienced. It's just crazy how fast you're getting whipped out of that. And then you'll do a step down, which, again, crazy ejector. And then you'll do a double up, which this double up is so underrated. Like, even in the back row, like, you're getting just straight ejector. It's crazy. And then you'll drop off the mid-course. For me, both days the mid-course wasn't active, so that was great. I got to experience the second half in full power. But yeah, this drop off the mid course is ridiculous. Like, it's probably my fifth. I don't even know if it's my fifth favorite element on the ride. There's so many good elements. But anyway, after that, you'll go into a double up, which, again, just like everything else on this ride, crazy ejector airtime. And then you'll enter my third favorite element on the ride, which is this outer bank here. And it's like a mini version of the other outer bank, except somehow it's almost as strong. Like, I don't know, the best way to compare these two outer banks are like the El Toro Camelbacks and the Rolling Thunder Hill, except way stronger than those. Like, I'll take this mini outer bank hill over the El Toro Camelbacks. Like, it's just so sustained airtime with, like, going out into the ocean. Like it feels like you're gonna get ejected into Lake Erie. It's crazy. And then you'll go through the only hill on the ride that really didn't give airtime, which is another wave turn. Yeah, I don't know. This wave turn didn't really do anything. It gave some really good lateral hang time, so it did do something, but it didn't give airtime. And then you'll go through this inversion, this 0G roll, and it's whippy like the other stuff. It's whippy and has hang time somehow. I don't know how it did that, but it's Steel Vengeance, so anything's possible. And then you'll go through a few more bunny hills, which are, again, crazy ejector. And then you'll enter the best wave turn on the ride, which, like, if you're not counting the outer banks, which I'm not. And that's probably my fifth favorite moment on the ride. Like, that's just such sustained ejector. That's really underrated as well. Like, that's the best wave turn I've been on for sure, which I haven't been on a lot, but yeah, that's easily the best wave turn I've been on. And then you'll enter another whippy slash hang time filled inversion, which I don't know how it did that again. And then you'll enter the finale, which is like 6 or something straight bunny hills, which each offer just extremely, like, aggressive and sustained ejector airtime. So for its final score, I think I'd give it a 3, maybe 4 being generous. Yeah, I'd like to give it a 34, but no, I can only give it a 10. So yeah, of course it gets a 10. Yeah, this ride's perfect. If it had theming, it would be perfect. So is this my number one coaster? Yeah, easily. It kills Phoenix, it kills Maverick, it kills Toro, kills Skyrush, kills X2, kills the other RMCs. Like, this ride's it. Like, this is the greatest coaster of all time. And as far as I'm concerned, that's gonna be the case for a long time, until, like, a 500-foot T-Rex or a Giga T-Rex at least opens or something crazy like that. But anyways, let me know what you guys think. Is this your favorite coaster, or do you think there's some coasters better? I'd like to know down in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.